Well, here we are, 1:45 on Sunday afternoon, and we have a winner, and it doesn't come as a surprise. I'll tell you the secret to this one was, yeah, let me put the Eagles game on hold. Not much of a game. The secret to this one was not going from the contest, but going from the unboxing. Because after the unboxing, I showed a very slow and a thorough picture. Now, I thought there was going to be tons of people that guessed the right answer. And the right answer was 88. And the closest answer, again, Josh Simke had a 86. And there were two most expensive uh, fossils. The number two trilobite and the ammonite were the same price. So if there was a tie, uh, and then there were two possibility answers. So but being there wasn't, and even Josh was two off. But the problem with this one was by trying you didn't if you didn't remember in that little box there were four pieces of eggshell and that the crystal, see, I thought there was going to be a lot of people that were going to guess either right on the number or a few or just off a few. And the other thing was, if you didn't see those little three croc teeth, but if you went back and played the unboxing, then you'd have heard me say there were three croc teeth and you'd have seen them. So I think between the two, I thought that was a much easier contest, but very few people. The next one closest was Tejas Digger, Tejas Digger, who guessed 84. And I thought, well, there's going to be a lot of 88s, which was the correct answer. And I thought they'd be guess 89 because I had left the geode on and I asked how many fossils there were. And I thought, well, people are just going to skim around. They're going to see the big rock and they're going to add that to the list and there'll be a lot of people that guess 89. And the shark's teeth that were in the group, they were spread out very nicely in in the box opening at the end. So it was, I mean, it was a good contest, and there were numbers all the way from the high 20s, I think, uh, but it kept creeping up. This wasn't a contest to jump in real quick. This was a contest that you wanted to take your time. Uh, but we have a winner, and and I was explaining how this Mr. Simke did it the previous week. He studied the edges of the coins that were shown, and from the edges they showed just a little bit of print on them. You could tell whether they were peace dollars or whether they were Morgans, and it was apparent to him that there were a lot more peace dollars than Morgans, where almost everybody else had guessed the Morgans over peace dollars. I went to the flea market today. Neither silver guy was selling anything. People are just hanging on to their silver. Nobody wants to sell at this price, and apparently nobody wants to buy either. So what's going to have to happen is if silver starts going up, then people will jump back in the market and start buying. And if it goes down, then they won't feel like selling. So the only chance to stimulate any of the market is for silver to go up. And I know everybody that writes me wants silver back in the 20s so they can load up. Well, I hope we never see the 20s again. I hope we never see 31 again. I just want it to go up and just keep nice steady pace and keep the damn government and keep the damn paper silver people at bay as long as we can, and then let silver do what it's going to do. Now, because of the fact that we're on the verge of a possible world recession, China's dependent on us to buy their goods. We have to come out of our doldrums even to buy those goods. At the same time, China's trying to get their internal machine operating where their people are making enough money to join the middle class and to become consumers themselves. Now that's not the case now in China, but if it does, it's really going to boost production in China, even though their growth rate this year is almost going to be 7%, down from 9.9 for what they originally estimated. And I don't think America I don't understand how they can say we're not in a recession, because unemployment has gone nowhere. They say unemployment dropped from 9.1 to 9%, but the jobs that were created weren't enough to make that drop. The only thing that made the drop was people falling off the unemployment rolls and no longer being counted. So unemployment isn't 9, or it isn't 9.1%. It's probably around 13 or 14%. And underemployed, it was probably 17 to 19%. So this Christmas will make the whole difference, whether people are willing to spend, whether they have any money to spend. Uh, so I think we're so hooked up with China, and our exports are hooked a lot with Europe. And if the euro goes under, if certain countries drop the euro, Greece, the only way Greece can ever climb out of their debt is to go back to the drachma and drop the euro altogether. So it's going to be interesting, and it might be a much longer pull to get silver up where it should be, simply because the world is in very bad shape. And the BRIC countries, you know, Brazil, India, Russia, and China, aren't going to be able to do it on their own. China still needs, even though they'd hate to be dependent on America, we're a very big trading partner with them, and China still needs a healthy trading partner in the United States. So it's going to be interesting. If we can keep from doing a double dip, then silver should be fine. And even if there is a small dip, and we fall back into recession, silver should still do okay, because of the fact that last year we mined 770 million ounces, used a billion 55 million ounces, so those 285 million ounces had to be made up out of bullion, um, out of sterling, and out of coin. So I imagine that the mining will probably remain the same for a couple of years, and then decline rapidly. Uh, so my horizon is 4 years. Um, Silver, I put enough money into silver now that hopefully I'll be able to start selling some in 4 years and be able to live off that for quite some time. All right, well, thank you very much. And again, congratulations to Mr. Semke. He's very thorough, uh, but even he missed it by two. And I'll be anxious to talk to him and see what happened with those two. And another thing, a quick point of interest, is these beautiful fossils that I got from Mason. Uh, the ones that we had taken a quick look at and assumed to be bone are in fact just the center of larger crustaceans. This is the center of a snail, and and so is the other one that we thought was a bone. They are the center shaft, and the outside was worn away before they fossilized. But there are so many beautiful fossils in here, and all roughly 125 million years old. And there's literally thousands of square miles of this stuff laying under the surface of Texas. Uh, and because Texas previously, where this stuff is found, was the bottom of a very low ocean, uh, and there's just layer after layer of this. But the only place you can find it is where there's creeks or rivers or something opened up a gash, wore their way through several layers of upper crust, and come down to this stuff. So thanks again, everybody, and we'll figure out something to have a contest next week, I'm sure. Have a good day.